Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Marie France, and in today's video I'm gonna be talking about the current housing market. This is different from what I usually do, but I hope you enjoy my video, and I'm gonna be coming back to you with a lot of videos like this. So stay tuned and let's get started. It is crazy out there. Like, people are crazy. I think everyone lost their mind. The pandemic, house buying market, it's crazy. So let me just start here. Like around last October, we started looking at houses because we wanted to upgrade to a bigger house. So we got our realtor, started going out to look at houses, and we liked some houses. Like, house buying was getting extra hard. People were bidding like 15, 20 over to a maximum, like in our area. And then we were like, oh, this is crazy. We're not gonna do this. We're just gonna wait and see if everything goes down. Wow. Yeah, that was wrong. Nothing went down. It is crazy. It's just got worse. So currently it's like a seller's market, whereby people are selling their homes for like 60,000 or more over, and they expect it to. And the worst thing is, some people are selling their houses for that reason, because so they can make profit, and some people are just selling their houses because they have to sell their houses. And so even innocent people who are like innocently selling their homes, they get the idea from their realtor saying this is what you should expect, and they're like, oops, really? It is crazy out there. Like, I feel like homes are being like put out there in like batches so that they're due at the same time, and you have no option on like many homes to choose from. You only have limited time to like look at these houses. Like, for example, when we've been going out to look at houses, it's like houses is posted, like, let's say it's posted today, and in the next 3 days it's gonna be due, and it's a delayed negotiation. Like, who even came up with that? Best offer is gonna be chose at this time. They have all this escalation clause where you tell your realtor this is how much higher you can go, and so you just tell your realtor that, and you sign this offer, and your realtor does everything, and then you either get the house or you don't. And the majority of the time you don't get the house because people are like bidding cash. People are buying their houses cash. People are bidding like over 60 grand. Like, it is insane. Like, one house that we went to see, they had like 19 offers, and this house was like in rough shape. It was like a beautiful home, but all it needed was like carpeting and painting, because they never really took care of their house. It was like a gorgeous, beautiful home. Like, if you were to get that house and make it your home, that would be like your dream home. And our realtor got back to us saying this house had 19 offers, and like, let me just try to find the text and see. So this house had 19 offers, and like 9 offers were like 15,000 over. 9 offers were 15,000 over. 4 offers were 30,000 offers on this house, 30 over. And then 6 offers were like over 30. Like, what? This, like, we don't know how much more over 30 these 6 people went over. We don't know if they went like 30 over, 40 over, 50 over, 60 over. Because the recent house that we just saw went 60 over. 60 grand. That's a lot of money. People are like cashing out their 401k to like cash buy their houses because they need their houses so bad. Like, I don't really know what's going on. I know for sure like interest rate is very low because of the pandemic. So people want to like buy houses and have like this low interest mortgage. Another thing is like people are moving out of big cities, coming to like small cities. That's the fact. Like since the pandemic, a lot of people are like moving back home. A lot of people like are working from home, and they just want somewhere they can go outside in their yard, in their home, and live peacefully, nicely with all this space without like being crumbled up in like big cities. Like people just realized after the pandemic that, oh, maybe the city isn't for them. They just want to be somewhere away, somewhere far away and peaceful, and just live their lives. So like this is another reason why house market is like exploding. Like a lot of people are looking for their houses, and this is like the worst time for like first-time home buyers. Like even if they have all these programs for them, like they're saving up this money, and the bank and these organizations are helping them to like buy their first homes. But then you get into these bidding wars, like where they're gonna get this extra money to pay for their homes if they can only afford so much to get their first-time homeowners program. It's not like the bank is gonna give it to them. Like the bank is only gonna give you up to what the home is appraised for, minus 20%. Expect you to come up with the 20% unless you're gonna pay like high interest mortgage. And like another thing, it's like all the inspection are being like waived. They have all these addendum contracts, which I'm gonna make another video of what an addendum is. If we went looking for a house, I'll be like clueless about this. Even if I saw it in the news or hear about it, I'll be like, oh, okay, no biggie, like, okay, because I'm not experiencing it. But like actually trying to find the house and experiencing this is like so frustrating. And I feel like some people are just like having buyer's remorse because they want to find the house. They're like quick to like bid on a house that they don't even like, you know, because they're like, anyway, we won't even get it. And then they end up getting it and they're stuck with it and they don't even love their house. That's not their dream home. Like, this is crazy. Like, if the market doesn't crash soon, which a lot of people are saying it's going to crash, then things are just going to go worse. I was like watching YouTube this morning and I saw one video that was talking about this house in Washington, D.C. So this house was like $245,000. And this house was like 30 years old or something like that. And they never like renovated the house. And this house was like in a suburb of Washington, D.C. And the house went on the market. This house had 88 offers. 88. That's a lot of offer on that house. That house wasn't new, wasn't updated, wasn't renovated. It was just like a dumpy house. If that house was like in a nothing town, that house would be like probably $100,000. But because it's in Washington, D.C., it's $245. And I guess the house sold for almost $500,000. Like, whoa. If you're a seller, then yeah, because this is the seller's market. People are making a huge profit. But if you're a buyer, like, damn. Like, also, like, corporation investors are, like, coming in and buying homes. So, like, these people are the people who would never live in those homes because that's the investment homes. So you have, like, this millionaire, big investment companies, corporation, like competing and winning over just regular people like us trying to find a home. You know, like, we have a home, but would like a bigger home because of like a few disadvantages that we have that we don't want to have anymore. It's like frustrating, and it's not a good time to buy a house. Like, if house markets start going up high, then you'll be lucky if you get the house now. But if it's eventually going to crash in the next year and it's going to be a buyer's market, like, people are going to have like cheap houses to buy, and people will be buying their houses for what they're worth. People will be buying their houses for cheaper than what they're worth. Like, that would be a great time. But we don't know that yet, even if like people foresee that happening. We actually bid on 6 houses and we lost all 6 houses. Like, one of the houses that we lost, we actually tied, but the seller apparently chose a different bank. That's what we heard. The seller preferred a different bank. Like, what kind of BS is that? And another house was like out with like a septic tank, and there was like no inspection, but the bank requires the septic tank to be inspected before they give out a mortgage. So whoever wants that house badly is gonna have to pay for inspection, and the seller won't even do anything because, like, people are paying for houses that aren't even that much at all. Like, houses aren't like fixed, bad carpeting, bad walls, like old school. This other house was like, had like paper walls from way back when, like 30 years ago, and they denied 2 cash offers because they know that someone is gonna give them something higher than that. So like, it's in a great neighborhood, but it's not worth anything at all. It's gonna cost at least 30 grand to make that space nice and livable. It's so sad. I don't even think we're gonna continue looking because we're just exhausted and tired. We just want this to be over, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be over. I mean, that's another reason that we kept like bidding. We're like, oh, and like for us, we went bidding just to bid. All these houses, we actually saw us living there, raising our kid there, that place being our forever home. So we weren't just like bidding because. So each time we were hoping, maybe, the market isn't that bad, people aren't that bad, we're gonna get this house, maybe we're the only one. And every time we were disappointed, like, nope, there's other people who are thinking exactly like you. Yeah, that is my story of this crazy house market from a personal experience. So if you like my video, stay tuned. I'll be posting more videos about house market, finances. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.